Hello, everybody, and welcome into the newest episode of the Expend to Draw podcast. This is episode 4. You definitely did not see episodes 2 and 3 because they don't exist, not outside of the recordings folder of our Google Drive, because I am an unreliable, not narrator, that's not the word. I'm an unreliable
editor.
That.
I mean, probably narrator too.
All of the above. I am unreliable.
You're 3D,
at
that's
best.
the problem.
That is true. So, first things first, we have a lot to cover today because it hasn't been that long since we recorded. It's been that long since we posted an episode. So, man, those unposted episodes, they were great. They were all-timers.
Bangers.
We're going to have to start going back to live stream reveals and, move on from there.
That is true. We will be starting actually at the initial reveals of Livestream today. And the first Livestream reveal is that we're going to reveal that Julian is the winner of the most recent Premier Online Open. Julian, you are indeed my goat, my horse. How are you feeling? How does that feel?
I'm kind of tired. It's like 11 p.m. We're past my bedtime, but
You truly are the champion of Aphrodite.
It's true.
You made him.
You should get a tattoo, by the way.
I should get a tattoo. That would go crazy.
Yeah, after your victory, of course.
Every time you win an event, you should get a little tally mark next to the Locagon.
That would go crazy. For reasons that I'm sure we're going to discuss later, I don't know if Locagon's going to be topping or not. I don't think it's going to be getting first place again anytime soon.
I deeply disagree, but we'll get to that later. So we have a lot to cover today in no particular order. And if you're wondering why I'm looking down so much, I actually wrote out a whole multiple pages of show notes. So happy about that. This will be easily my most prepared episode of any podcast I've ever done, because
it will surely go up.
I'm really hoping that 1, it goes up, and 2, doesn't suck, because I'm not, again, the most reliable individual at most things that I do. So here's hoping. So first things first, as far as topics today, we are going to talk about the results of the Kissimmee Open, as well as the most recent online premiere. As mentioned, Julian is the winner of. We did get a ban list today as of recording. As of this going up, this is, for clarification, the ban list taking effect October 24th. So this is not the most recent ban list or the one before that, but this is actually the ban list before that. So we are 3 ban lists behind of this posting, but we'll catch up. Don't worry. It's a backlog. We are talking about the Elestrals Awakened Kickstarter. That is not the Elestrals Awakened Kickstarter that has already been gone out and you've already started getting your rewards for. This is, again, being recorded as the Kickstarter just started. So you're getting your rewards already by the time this goes up, but, we're doing our best.
Still getting live stream product.
Right. Some of you are going to start getting live stream products soon as of recording. You've already actually started getting the next set as of posting. So
you might get your pre-orders for live stream in soon too.
Right.
So I've heard.
Yeah, I can't wait for Shadow Frost.
Okay. It took me a second. That was the name of the next set that we came up with in the last episode, which actually did not go up, so people aren't going to get that reference. So it took me a second. I was sitting here clueless, like, did we get the name of the next set and I don't know about it? Okay, that was the comical name that we came up for it. Okay.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Right. And then, so we're going to give thoughts on the ban list that is effective October 24th, 2025. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and plug some affiliate links. So we do have now affiliate links in the description down below for gem accessories, where you can get some really cool deck boxes, playmats, backpacks, etc. Grimoire accessories, you can use those to get some really cool playmats. I think they started doing deck boxes recently too.
I know you've had that playmat. You like that playmat, right?
I actually do like I do use a Grimoire playmat as my primary playmat, and I love it. As does the Law YGO of the Caster's Corner YouTube channel, which he is now the sole proprietor of. He also uses one as his primary. It's wonderful. We do have our own code for Elestrals Clash, the online simulator. So if you are buying, is it gems?
Gems, Battle Pass,
anything.
Stardust, something like that.
If you're spending your real hard-earned money on the Elestrals Clash stuff, be sure to use our code, which is hop on, all caps, no spaces, to give us a kickback of some sort. We should have an Elestral store link coming soon. I need to re-message the team about that. Now that we're actually posting, hopefully, it'll actually make sense for us to have a store link. So that should be coming soon, I hope. And also, we now have a Discord server. This is actually the Top Cut Podcast Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord server that we are repurposing to be the Expend Draw Podcast Discord server. So there's going to be a link in the description down below for that as well. This server, I won't lie to you, it's not very active at the moment. It was originally a Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord server where we are in the process of revamping that. Hopefully by the time this goes up, we will have done a little bit more work on that. But in the meantime, we have some Elestrals channels and stuff in there regardless. So be sure to go in there, check that out. And why don't we go ahead and get on into today's topics. Do you guys want to start talking about the competitive scene, the ban list, or the Kickstarter? I'll leave it up to y'all.
I think it'd be nice to start with Kissimmee.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to open up with the Kissimmee Open results. So on October 3rd to 5th, we had the Kissimmee Open in Kissimmee, Florida, just outside of Orlando. This was a Elestrals Open Premier event. We had 171 participants. One of them is my mortal enemy now, so congrats to them. I'll give the quick rundown on my results for what it matters, because me and Trevor played in the main event. Julian was doing, he was actually a member of the staff for this event, doing Gunslinger on the side. So I got to Florida, was on 3 hours of sleep. I bummed all of the cards off of everybody in my general vicinity. I put together a middling deck list with the help of Trevor, because I say middling. It was a good deck list, but we were like short 1-2 cards here.
You got a top. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You got a top.
I mean, you're not wrong. I guess I am bearing the lead. I went 5-3, finished 31st place overall playing Lakagon. That deck is stupid. That deck is so broken. I say it's broken. That deck is incredibly well tuned. I really don't think the deck is overtuned. I think the deck is, for me, I like to compare it to Sword Soul in Yu-Gi-Oh! It has a very repeatable engine loop, and it puts up a board that is interactive, and you can play into it, and you can break the board, and you can interact with them to prevent them from getting back to it. But also the resource loop and the board loop is very powerful. It's a very good deck. I really do genuinely enjoy it. I think it's far and away my favorite deck I've played in this game so far, and it has literally reignited my love for this game on a level that I wasn't prepared for. But I didn't read the cards until 11 o'clock Friday night. Didn't get a ton of sleep going into the tournament. And then I went round 1, I beat Suppression Control. Round 2, I beat Suppression Control. Round 3, I beat Dionysus, Latagon. And speaking of, my round 2 opponent got top 32 or top 16. My round 3 opponent got top 16. My round 4 opponent was Solar, who they also got top 32. My round 5 opponent was and Titan, they got top 16. My round 6 opponent was Earth Thunder. I think they got top 32. I don't think they got top 16. I could be wrong though.
Did you take notes? How do you remember all this?
Oh, because I'm literally just
Bro's just making it up as he goes.
so proud of myself that I've recited it several times and I'm very proud of myself. That's all.
Core memory right here.
Literally. Round 7, I played against Suppression Control. I misplayed I was tilted after starting 4-0 and then losing 2. That in round 7, I misplayed so hard game 1 that I lost an unwinnable game. And then I had to correct myself out of the tilt zone to backdoor 2-0. But I did win round 7 against Suppression Control. It was actually Pasta Moose specifically, because they were going up through Moose lines and searching Artemis. It was crazy. And then round 8, I lost to Millmaster Mike on Solar Mill, even though he did not activate a single mill card, and he is now my mortal enemy. So, ended up top.
I love Millmaster Mike.
Yeah, over half of my bracket ended up top 32 at least.
I played Mike the round before, so I think he had the revenge in his mind. He took it out on you, so I'm sorry.
Happens to the best of us, but it was crazy because he's comboing.
I blew him out.
Yeah, well, game 1 he was comboing and he literally was going, "Man, this is a 1 in a million hand. I've never had a hand this crazy. I've never seen anything like this." He saw his mill card and was like, "What I'm doing is better than the mill stuff." So it was just ridiculous. So Trevor, how did your run go at Kissimmee?
Yeah, it was good. I don't really have anything really notable.
What was your final placing again?
32nd. I got pricing. We got additional pricing.
No.
So me and Sonny were right there at the bottom.
But you say we were at the bottom. To be clear, you were at the bottom. I just want to make it really clear that I finished above
Trevor. So how'd you do
last
week? How'd you do at the premiere last week?
The one where I was taking my kid out to reward him for getting good grades? So I didn't play? Are we chastising me for that?
Yeah.
Pull up.
I did. I pulled up to a Dave & Buster's.
Important. Did they have DVR?
They did. We tried it. We are very, very bad at it. It is so much harder than it looks in a movie or any of your videos that I've seen. And why is every song on the machine K-pop?
No, it's not. What do you mean?
The one we were on, it felt like every song on the machine was K-pop. That might just be me.
Were you playing Pump It Up?
I don't know, dude. It was a dance pad game.
No, this is important. What direction were the arrows? Were they like cardinal, like up down, or were they in the diagonals?
There was a yellow start pad in the middle, and then it was diagonals.
Yeah, nope. That's Pump It Up. That's Pump It Up. That's the K-pop one.
Okay, mystery solved. I just wanted to be clear.
That's why it was all K-pop, because it was Pump It Up.
Okay, fair. I just wanted to be clear that I finished above you at a tournament. It might not happen again, so I gotta rest on my laurels while I can. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like that?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
That's on me for helping get you a deck the night before. I know better for next time. But
congratulations!
I don't have to worry about doing that. How's he gonna beat me?
I just want to be clear how much I appreciate you.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was a really good event. And then I think I don't know, the exhaustion hit somewhere around like round 6 or 7, and I just couldn't tighten it up, you know.
So
I think I would have topped if Ari didn't beat me that last round, but it is what it is. They didn't top either, so she'll let me win.
Damn. Oh, don't say that around Sonny. He's got words to say about Millmaster Mike not letting him win.
Oh, dude.
Again, dude, it's because I beat him.
Don't get me
started. It was a really good setup.
I'm not even kidding. Don't get me started.
No. But did I tell you the story of what I did to him?
No, you didn't. Did I tell you the story of how I'm gonna attack that man?
He's such a nice person.
He's such a good guy.
I may have
You can't be mad at him.
No. I can. It's not justified, but I can do it. What happened in your game?
No, but I did the combo. I did the lock combo. I had the two guys, and I set soulmates. And he's like, "Oh man, like I don't know how I'm gonna out this. I think I just have to go for it." And I'm playing it cool. I'm acting. He's like, "Nebulio, Apollo for enchant all." Because then it'll run over the guy. And I'm like, "Damn, like that's crazy. You're gonna get it." And I'm playing into it.
Oh, dude.
And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna out this Apollo the next turn." He goes to swing, and I'm like, "Nah, it's going right now. Soulmates, pop it, kill him the next turn." So
that's tough.
So leading into your match next, that was his mindset, where he's like, "Lakagon, kill on sight."
He didn't see it. He can't kill it on sight because he didn't see it because he just comboed me to death. I say that. I killed 2 Celestlio game 1, but then he rised back another one, so what am I going to do? Go ahead.
He did much worse things to other people. He milled somebody for 31 in 1 turn.
He would have milled me out game 2 if I didn't Gorgons the Humbust. He showed me his hand. It was like double Apollo. He had the Corvus Shine on the board. It was just like I was gone, but I had the Gorgons.
I do want to talk a bit about the representation in Swiss for Kissimmee because it's quite a different story from what we're going to see on the online premiere from this past weekend. So, at 17% of the overall field in Swiss, you had the Aphrodite Lakagon deck, so that's 29 total. 14% of the field, 24 total. You have the Dionysus Latagon deck. 11% of the field is Apollo. 14% of the field is Thunderstorm, is what they called it. I think this is like a Brontaglow, Thunderstorm, General Thunder Good Stuff deck. 4.5% of the field is Bears, and 4.5% of the field is Frost Self-Mill, is what they call this. Care to expand on any of this other stuff? Because we all played Lakagon, and the Nimbugs played Solar. So, and I'll be honest with you, the only one out of all of these that I saw in Swiss was 1 Dionysus and 2 Apollo, which, like, compared to the field here is not a lot.
So I think part of it is that, I mean, the Dionysus stuff is, like, clearly just better 5s. Like, you're searching Dionysus so that you can use Cyberprong to blow up other 5s. You're searching PTA. You're doing all kinds of really cool stuff. And so if I am coming into set building as I want to play better 5s, that is really tantalizing. Sure. So I think the Dionysus just picked up a bunch of people who wanted to play better 5s. And, like, there are also some fan favorite retrains like Wasp Ivy that you play in Dionysus that are, like, a lot better now that Dionysus comes out.
Sure.
I don't think the deck is necessarily bad, but it, along with something like the T-Storm deck, are just they're a little too slow, I think, right now. Because there are the decks like Blizzstrix, Lakagon, and Solar that are, I think, a tier above some of these other decks.
Yeah.
And I can understand why. I don't think it is a bad call to look at this set and go, oh, I want to play the Dionysus stuff. But I think it is a step below these other things. But it is understandable to have picked it.
I think it's also, like, accessibility is a thing here too, right? Like, the set, like, just came out literally a day or two before the event. People had their pre-orders expedited. And if you're going into an event and you, like, aren't buying a case, like, you might not get everything you need from, like, a box or 2, right? So just to be able to grab 2 starters of this, like, play style where it's, like, mid-range, low to the ground 5s, which always is, like, picked at this beginning of a format, it's kind of a no-brainer to just be like, I'll pick up 2 of these and I'll just, like, be okay.
Right.
Yeah. And something like Blistrix, that is, you have most of the same cards. You have that whole Blistrix engine. All you need to pick up are the Catarants and Eyewoolies and the Whiteouts. That is just in the starter deck. So 2 starter decks plus what you've already got makes, from the results, the second best deck in the room.
Do you think that deck availability played a role in the Thunder stuff having such a big representation? Because the Thunder stuff's playing a lot of the older cards, right?
It's playing a lot of the older stuff, and also any of the new stuff was released in Tournament Pack, so there was some early accessibility to get the Brontiglow and the Supercells. So that's really the only new stuff you're playing anyways. And then the amp up stuff is common, whatever,
Right.
I think that it is also a very attractive deck to play for someone like me who isn't me because I hate Thunder cards. But Supercell is such a sick card. That consistent healing of every card I play is going to heal me one. That's just so cool.
It's compelling.
There's also, cringe burn cards in there. There's cringe face-up removal. There's cringe look at your opponent's hand. People like Zane and all the other cringe Thunder players, there is so much cool cringe for them to be playing. So, I get why they're attracted to it.
I do want to highlight the Champions deck. Congrats to EvoVamp for winning this event and securing the Lakagon Champion of Aphrodite 1 out of 3. So this deck is pretty similar actually to the list that me and Trevor were playing. The difference is that they are playing actually Rise from the Ashes and Helios' Chariot Ride in the main deck, something that we will see in a minute when we look at Julian's winning deck list. As well as they managed to fit in the Rise and the Helioses and stuff like that, as well as the Aepharos Magneros package. Only 2 Magneros, but 3 Aepharos. And then, of course, things and they managed to fit in 2 Galaxy Champion of Poseidon on top of that. They did cut down the Lockergons to 2-2 instead of 3-2, but and they managed to fit in 2 Atlantis as well in the main deck, which is really interesting. Overall thoughts here.
2 Atlantis is surprising.
In my opinion, just me, I noticed that the deck struggled deeply with suppression. A lot of times if you leave your original Lakagon in attack position especially, my god, it gets suppressed. It's just dead. So just making them a bit beefier seems to me to be huge. And then also if you have your Champ Foamy on board as a 1/3 in defense, and then you have that on board, sometimes just something small like that can make it just a bit bigger and a bit harder to get over.
I think the biggest thing about Atlantis is it just makes your fish get over 5s.
Also true.
It lets Aepharos clear a Corvishine, and also makes the locks bigger, obviously. But I think just having that, I have an Atlantis to immediately clear a thing without having to go into lock, probably helped them get pretty far. Especially when there's a lot of decks like Frost is on a stadium already, Solar's on a stadium already, so just to have that in the main deck also, to just be you're probably just playing one of this, I'll play over, and then I will control this for the rest of the game, was a good tech option for sure.
Yeah.
So I've been pretty vocal about my disliking of Magneros and Aepharos.
Not when I was building my deck, you weren't. But go ahead.
Before the ban list, hey, I was playing Dratagua myself the whole time. I was never playing the fish. Should have taken notes. But God, Champ Dratagua was crazy. OG Dratagua was crazy too. But my point is, I'm not the biggest fan of this list, because I think that the real power in Lakagon in this set before the ban list is being able to be so explosive and just blow everything up every turn, and the fish don't do that. I can see an argument for playing the stadium to like get over their stadiums, maybe to help like a suppressed OG Lakagon, but I mean, I think that this is like a reasonable list for somebody going into it with the mentality of fives. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to be playing better fives, but I think that this deck is just capable of being so much better than better fives. Something like Shield of Achilles, like, I don't think we need that. We don't need expensive removal in Lakagon. We'll just kill it. Like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's also just tiny things like third Aphrodite. I don't think you need 3 if you're not on the Dratagua. But I mean, it's not a bad list. By no means do I think it's a bad list. It's just not how I think
you would have built it.
Aphrodite could be optimized. Yeah.
Well, it's also, I mean, to be fair, it's a, you know, the first event, like nobody knows what's going on. It's kind of the Wild West, right?
Most people don't have
the cards yet at this event, like before the, you know what I mean. I do want to go ahead and move forward into the online premiere results. So overall for the online premiere, which was honestly dominated by you, Julian, you went undefeated through the entire event, which is incredibly impressive. Is that the first time that that's happened?
Like for me or in general
for a premiere?
I have no clue.
I feel like it's happened once.
To go undefeated? I'm pretty sure people have done it.
Okay.
I think it's happened before.
I'd be a little surprised if nobody had gone undefeated in Swiss and then won.
Yeah.
So in the
I can tell you I've gone undefeated in Swiss and lost immediately.
Oh,
I can tell you that
I've
much.
done that once also, actually.
So this list is even a little bit, this overall representation chart is even a little bit more interesting, I think, because here you have the Lakagon deck falling to 3rd in representation. So first you have the Latagon Dionysus stuff, 2nd is Apollo, 3rd is Lakagon, 4th is Frost Self-Mill, then Thunderstorm, then Antitan, which I'll say again, I think that suppression is so powerful in this format, and the Antitan list and the Bugs list has such a powerful aggro engine combined with such a powerful suppression engine inherent within running all of the lunar stuff. I think it's just a great meta call right now, and I think that it can be built in a way to really, really combat the meta very effectively. You just have to pilot it well, which it's a very cool deck. I'm just not the person to pilot it well.
I think the Titan stuff can just natively play a lot of like the dense fogs and stuff, you know. So, but it's still probably too fair.
Playing like Toxiri and stuff like that.
And I'm here to tell you, if you leave that Lakagon in attack position and a Specterus comes down, it is the end of your world. It is not good. It happened to me against Antitan.
Better have
Counterpoint.
soulmates.
I did not have the soulmates.
So, Julian, I want to talk about your deck specifically. It's very different from both the list that Trevor and I played. It's also very different from the Evo Vamp list that got first place in Kissimmee. We weren't playing Rise because we are dumb and stupid and didn't think to do it, but it is broken. I was actually on the phone with you when you went, wait a minute, why aren't we playing Rise? And then... So you're on 3 Aphrodite. You are on the Dratagua and Champ Dratagua stuff. I want you to tell us a little bit more about the Champ Dratagua stuff and kind of tell us how you settled on playing that.
So I want to start by saying I don't think that is like something that I've seen really anybody else play who wasn't listening to me tell them how to build the deck. And I'm kind of shocked by that because it feels like that reads win the game to me. I've talked to some people who didn't realize that Tadpuff was an aquatic, which is reasonable. I don't think subclasses have really mattered that much up until this point. But the fact that you can Nexus search Tadpuff and then Aphrodite effect search Chamftratagua and just have full combo is crazy. Like, especially when at this point, we had Hurricane and 3 chariot rides. Like, getting to go, you don't get to play with me this turn, and I will also have full combo every turn.
Insane.
Is just so strong. Yeah.
It's bonkers.
And I know that Alex, Super Insane, he came in, I think, like 6th. He was playing the Drataguas because I got him to get on that. He also played the Magneros Aphro stuff and said he hated it. I think, Trevor, you were also on the Drataguas, right?
I was. I'm back. I was gathering my other aquatics that I wanted to show off that I was playing this weekend.
Ugh.
My man's you're an insane person.
I mean, I think that is a reasonable thing to try if your opponent is not on solar. If they are on solar, they're going to cook you anyway.
It came in a couple times, and it won when it hit. But it was very funny to go, Drataugua, search Tadpuff, next turn, it sticks around, search Bablood. They're like, what? I'm like, okay, pitch Foamy, get Nomadial, you're dead.
Ask the law how it felt at locals. I think I hit him for 6 2 turns in a row. Just brutal. Here's my untargetable asshole. Good luck. Bam.
Bam.
Anyway, yeah. I think that my list was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I would have cut the 1 Champ Galaxy. I would have also put the 3rd Lakagon in. For like a lot of specifics and also being like some really bad disc golf, you can go check out the deck profile on my video. But I think
I'm sorry, you did a deck profile on your own channel?
For this. I did, and I played some disc golf, and it was a lot of fun. Went out with Millmaster Mike and Caleb.
This story gets
worse and worse and worse by the sentence. You uploaded the deck profile on a different channel. Gross.
Millmaster Mike's actually the one that got me into disc golf too.
I no longer want to try disc golf.
But yeah, I think this list was really good. I would have made only a couple small changes. The problem is that going forward, I'm going to have to make a lot of changes because Chariot Ride and Hurricane are now banned, so I have to interact with my opponent.
Gross.
Cringe.
But speaking of Chariot Ride and Helios being banned, or Helios' Chariot Ride and Rise being banned, as well as Hurricane, I'm going to wish you congrats one more time. And I think we do at this point need to pivot a bit to the ban list. So today, October 15th, we did get a banned and restricted list update. I'm just gonna like rattle off the article on the Elestrals website because they do actually post articles with like explanations on these things. I'll be honest, I didn't know they posted.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either.
You're saying article. I'm like, well, what do you mean?
There's not just a video explaining it.
I'm thinking somebody wrote an article on top Elestrals or something.
No,
like
it's
that.
on you go to the Elestrals website, you go to news, it's the first thing that pops up. It's an article.
You gotta link that. That's crazy.
I will link it. I just don't know if my internet can handle sending a singular link. We'll find out. Today we're announcing new changes to the Elestrals TCG ban and restricted list, which will take effect October 24th, 2025. Our philosophy is to intervene when specific cards or strategies dominate the environment to an undesirable degree or lead to unfavorable play experiences. I think it's the second one here. We want to ensure multiple competitive decks are viable and that players have meaningful choices in their deck building. With that in mind, we have 3 key changes to announce. All of these are newly banned cards. There are no limits on this list. There are no semi-limits. There are no cards coming off of the list. They banned 3 cards. First is Rise from the Ashes. In May, we limited Rise from the Ashes to 1 copy due to it being a swingy card that can have a disproportionate impact on the game. While this restriction was effective in the Firestorm format, the increased tools available in Livestream have prompted a resurgence in this card's usage in multiple strategies. In order to mitigate the volume of explosive turns without taking action against any specific threats in the developing format, Rise from the Ashes is banned. Hurricane. In July, we limited Hurricane to 1 copy due to its unrestricted ability to remove counterplay by destroying multiple face-down runes at once. Since then, Livestream has provided players with both increased options for removing back row counter runes as well as increased rewards for doing so. As mentioned in the justification for Rise from the Ashes, the new format has many synergistic and powerful decks with strong combo turns. Global Rune Destruction makes it too easy to get ahead and too hard to come back. As such, Hurricane is banned. Helios' Chariot Ride. While Helios' Chariot Ride has not faced any limits before now, the justification for action is very similar. Power turns become oppressive when it's not possible to interact with them, and this card disables an entire core component of Elestrals. While Chariot Ride has been around since the very start of the game, the leap forward in synergy from modern sets has created clearer opportunities for this card to protect board states and completely block creativity. We've heard loud and clear that facing this card isn't fun or interactive, and we're going to take immediate action. Helios' Chariot Ride is banned. So, it also does say we'll have another window for potential changes.
They hit the wrong card. They should have listened to me. I was calling for Helios' Slumber to get banned. They didn't listen. They suck.
That's the real problem card here.
They've got to ban that card.
So, just...
That's the solar hits we were all asking for.
Indeed it is. Overall, I think these are very good bans. They eliminated 2 of the sackiest one-ofs in the game. I can tell you, anytime I saw Hurricane, I think I won the game. I'm sure, Julian, anytime you saw Rise from the Ashes, your win percentage went up significantly. Well, it was 100, so it couldn't have gone down, but you understand what I mean. For me, I think...
Yeah, I lost a couple games.
Did you? Not matches, but games?
Yeah, I lost to Alex in Swiss when he saw Rise from the Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lost a game in semifinals and finals. And the game I lost in semifinals, he did also Rise from the Ashes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
For games.
So
it is almost like
Rise
these cards,
has the 100% win rate.
Right. It is almost like these cards like heavily impact the game state in a way that is really, really hard for the person on the receiving end of it to mitigate. Which, to me, makes them bannable.
Yeah.
I think these are
I think
great.
that banning these 3 cards is a good idea. Yeah, it's... The only problem I have with it is that we want to not disturb the meta too much, which is why we're hitting only these 3 cards. But, like, you have to look at the context of it. Lakagon is getting hit really hard, and the other decks aren't really getting hit. Like, Blistrix does not really need Rise from the Ashes to just go crazy. Solar does not really need Rise from the Ashes to go crazy. Those decks aren't main decking Chariot Ride because they don't need to. Maybe we'll see Lakagon play through this, but like stuff like Spoiled Fruit make those cards really necessary for that deck to...
I can't emphasize enough. I was not main decking Helios' Chariot Ride, and I did not side it in once a single time all weekend, and I was not playing Rise from the Ashes at all in my list. I didn't read any of these cards before 11 o'clock the night before the tournament, and I was still doing well with it. Now, I played against a lot of underrepresented decks, and so I acknowledge that the power level of Lakagon is probably higher than a lot of those, but, like, that deck is good no matter what you do, right? Like that deck is just good, and the play loop is good. And I think that Chariot Ride and Hurricane are a hit to a lot of decks, not just Lakagon. and Rise is going to take the ceiling off of every deck. I don't think it's integral to the strategy of Lakagon. I think that you're taking off a line of recovery, but not just for Lakagon, for every deck in the room. I really do think that Rise is just as much a hit, especially to Solar, as anything else. I mean, there were entire Solar strategies built around Rise.
So I think that, I mean, obviously you are correct. Nothing you said is wrong. However, I think that we're going to see more players as we go through the format. They're going to stop trying to make, Dionysus Farrageist and Krakatuga Burn. They're going to wean off of playing decks like that, and we're going to see a lot higher representation in what have, I think, shown themselves to be the 3 best decks, being Solar, Lakagon, and Blistrix. Sure. And if you are playing, any of those 3 decks, you can play 3 Gorgon's Gaze, 3 Dense Fog, 3 Spoiled Fruit, and have, at least after sighting, and have a very good matchup into Lakagon, because all 3 of those cards are just turn enders, especially when we don't have, the only extender through interruption, Rise from the Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we're going to have a hard time being able to play through that, especially into Solar. You commit so many cards to your combo of trying to get up into 2 Lakagons, and then they go send Leo Bright, Foretell, I hit Celestlio, blow up your entire board.
But there's
combo is much more card intensive.
Yeah, but there's also a bit of context here, right? Because yes, the Solar deck, yes, Lakagon gets hit by cards like Gorgons and Dense Fog very hard, but so does the Solar deck, right? Like we discussed this at the event, that suppressing their guys that are foretelling is really detrimental. If you suppress Corvashine, it is really rough, right? If you flip a Dense Fog, it's really rough on them, just like it is on Lakagon, right? So, Spoiled Fruit is a war crime against Lakagon specifically. You're right. Absolutely. But that's that was true before this ban list, and it's true after. And I don't think that one Rise in the deck is going to be the difference maker. I think it's more impactful in Solar, where you're looking at 20% of your deck on turn 1 and putting the Rise on the top. I mean, that's just me. They're seeing it so much more often because they can stack it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rise hit is definitely most impactful to Solar because of that stacking. But I think that, if you Dense Fog a Lakagon player, I've used my Tad Puff, I discarded Foamy to search Lakagon, I ascended Lakagon, I cast Aphrodite to search another Lakagon, and then you Dense Fog me. And then I've gone, what is that? 4 spirits and 3 cards just to not be able to do my combo. If I Dense Fog a Leo Bright, that's nice, but they still have 7 attack. They're still maybe 9 attack because they're searching Stadium. They get to try again for free next turn. It cost 1 card to ascend into, and they're not losing any spirits.
Yeah, Solar is just lower commitment. I mean, it's the full lock combo is realistically, you want the Tad Puff, so that's 1, and then you need the 2 locks. Just assume it's just 3 minimum. Maybe you need extra, because the Aphrodite counts. But it's to out that board, it's cool. Novacore, Solar Burst. I use 2 cards to out your 3-card combo. It's just more efficient, card economy wise. And it's such low commitment because it's okay, I'm gonna play this Novacore anyways. It's the stat line outs your champ lock, so whatever.
We agree that Helios was public enemy number 1 and absolutely should be gone, right? There's no...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hurricane, though.
I mean, I am
Hurricane should have stayed.
sad to see it go,
How am I going to play my P Ghost
But-
if Hurricane's gone?
True. I think Hurricane could have stayed at 1. I've always liked Hurricane. I like the fear that it puts into players of I cannot set my whole hand.
That's
I tried to instill that fear in people with Aviolith, but people still play into it even when, even if they see me cast an Aviolith against them, they'll still go, you probably don't have it.
I gotta be
Set
honest, I
2.
agree.
They don't do that into Hurricane.
I agree. It's kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh! The second Heavy Storm comes off the ban list, people are only setting 1 ever. And it feels like with Hurricane, the second Hurricane was released, you are no longer setting 3 back row. You're setting 1. That's it. So, and I don't think Aviolith is going to do enough to curb that. I think this makes Aviolith a way better card, but I don't think this even approaches the fear that people have of Hurricane, or that they should have been having.
I think part of the problem is that the game has sped up significantly in live stream. So, if I see my Lockagon opponent go, here's my defense position Aviolith, I don't want you to draw 2 cards, but you're not Lockagon comboing me this turn. So I'm also kind of fine with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm on Solar, okay, here's my Nova Core. Get that thing out of here. I'm swinging on you for 2. Here's my not first light. What's that card? Solar Burst. I get to stack my deck and removal. It's nice to be able to draw 2. It's nice to have a 7 defender. But against some of the other best decks in the room, I don't think it's really worth playing because it is just not progressing your game plan.
I do think that overall these are going to allow the format to breathe a little bit post live stream. I think it's going to make the format a bit more fun. I don't know. I initially wrote down fun and diverse because I think that so far we've seen a diverse format. But the more I'm thinking about it, I think you're right, Julian. I think that as time develops, we are just going to see the format converge on these 3, maybe 4 decks. Like to me, you have a very clear tier 1 of Solar, Lockagon, and Blizz, and then I think the tier 2 is also pretty clear of the Dionysus, Latagon stuff, and I think Titan is in the second tier. I think that maybe it's not solved yet. Maybe there's not a particular build that's the right version, but I think it should be in tier 2. So, but I think this will let the format breathe a little bit. And I think come December, there's some cards that have some sights on them, certainly.
Big target on them.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw, Caleb put out a list of 8 cards that they wanted banned.
It's too small.
We've hit,
3 of them.
I think 2 of them on this list. So, 3. Well, I don't know if they had Hurricane on that list.
I don't think so.
But
Or did it not?
there's also a couple cards I would have liked to get hit. Regardless, I think there's 6 or 7 more cards that I would have liked to see get addressed. Hoping to see them on the list in December. Will we see them? I don't know. I think something like Eruption, Asperowl, cards that have already been annoying for a while. It'd be nice to see get on. There's also some new cards I don't think we need 3 Nova Core and 3 Solar Burst legal. That feels ridiculous.
I don't think we need 3 of that Corvishine.
I don't like any. I think Corvishine's fine.
20% of your deck turn 1.
I don't think we need.
You open 5. You Apollo Corvishine is
PTA.
If they're going first, they see 20% of their
Madness.
remaining deck on turn 1. That's a lot. You can't PTA a card
Start
if they
milling.
go first.
Start milling them.
Start milling. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that there's the high end of some of these decks also need to get addressed. Something like Celestlio. That card is, if it is being cast consistently, it is brutal to be on the other end of. There's also some annoying guys that we've just never gotten around to addressing, like Chronodile and Voltempest. There should not be a card that says cannot be targeted by runes or Elestrals. I think that's a little ridiculous.
No, that's fine. You just Celestleo him.
If you ban Celestleo,
just Solar
unironically,
Burst.
you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need to ban Chronodile and Voltempest.
Yes, please. That I think that is the main thing holding Chronodile back. Actually, the main thing holding Chronodile back is that Australia hasn't received Livestream yet.
True.
But once they get their hands on
We're all
Livestream,
fucked.
do we either need non-targeting removal or we need Chronodile to be on the list, because that guy is evil.
I've seen
You
a
know what's
lot
funny?
of.
You can't Solar Burst it.
Yeah, it's a Solar Celestial, so you can't Solar Burst it.
That's horrific.
Sonny has not read Solar Burst.
I have not.
Sunny has not read Chronodile.
Moving on.
Have you
So-
read Misk?
So I think there's a few. It's just as far as like other changes that could have been made. We kind of mentioned stuff like Leo. I think Foamy. I'm gonna be so real. I think Foamy could be hit. None of us are fans.
It just summons
Let's
another
not do
guy. What do you mean?
None of us are fans of it.
It just searches another Oceanic Elestral on receive. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely.
you're talking
meant to
about
say
Foamy
Tadpuff.
Champion of Poseidon,
I
right?
definitely meant to say Tadpuff. I meant to write down Tadpuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tadpuff.
Unfortunately, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I could definitely see Tadpuff getting hit.
I think
I don't want him to.
Tadpuff
That's my little
is
guy.
a classic example of a superior extender. So,
If they're hitting Tadpuff, they gotta hit
Especially
Tadflow.
on principle.
Especially in Aphrodite, I think that having multiple Tadpuff is really tough, because I have been telling everybody, do not ever Gorgons my Tadpuff. I will search another
Did
one
you,
and just keep going.
Did you happen
I
to
did
talk?
watch Alex's game one.
Oh, not
Yeah,
even
that
that.
was tough.
Not even that. So Rybot showed up to locals. He's visiting in town, and he showed up yesterday, and we played round 2. And I look at my hand, and it's Tadpuff, Aphrodite, Foamy, and I'm like, cool, we're good. He's got 2 back row. I go Tadpuff. He Gorgons it. I'm like, cool, Aphrodite. You don't have the second Gorgons. He goes, I summoned the other one. He goes, I do. I'm like, oh, damn, you're crazy. Anyways, second Aphrodite. It's the third Tadpuff that gets you.
It's the third.
It's the
Tadpuff
third
that gets-
Tadpuff that gets you.
That's
man.
crazy. I think it's a little bit too soon. They couldn't have hit things like Leo. They couldn't have hit things like Tadpuff. They can't do it on this list. Like, let people play with the decks that they just like went after getting all the cards for. But in December, we're making these things statistics. I will throw it out there as well. Congrats to Josh for reaching the 1,000 Worlds Points barrier. That's very cool.
God.
Congrats to Julian. You are now second in Worlds Points. Huge achievements. Very proud of both of you. And
Almost halfway to his points.
no, you're over halfway. You're over 500. And while I am here, I do want to throw a shout out to Swolax for getting third in Kissimmee. All right. I do want to talk a little bit about the Elestrals Kickstarter. This is for Elestrals Awakened. I'm deeply conflicted about this project. Elestrals Awakened is it's not. It's like a 2.5D RPG is what they're calling it. It's a pixel art RPG made by the Elestrals team. They opened the Kickstarter for it a couple of days ago. Maybe it was yesterday. The Kickstarter closes November 7th. So like I said, by the time this goes up, it'll probably be closed. But if it's not, be sure to go and back it. The goal is 250,000. Right now they're at like 206 or 7,000. So be sure to go and check it out, see where it's at this point. They've got a little bit about the story in there. They've got a little bit about the gameplay, the different ways that things will work. The reason I'm conflicted is because this all looks cool as hell. This all looks just so awesome. The video is extremely cool. They have awakened forms, which I don't know if that's going to be a new thing like the Champion series that they're introducing here and haven't told us about.
God, I hope it is.
I don't know, but
That'd be really cool.
it would be very cool.
If that's like the next arc.
Yeah, that's my personal pet theory. So they have this thing called awakened forms, and they've got this video of Penterror doing all kinds of crazy stuff, like a bullet storm type deal. It's really cool. Like the game looks so awesome, and it just pisses me off so bad because I have nothing but deep love for this game, for this team, for this community. But a third Kickstarter kind of feels bad to me.
Third Kickstarter in as many years.
Yeah, I think it's been, something like that. So
I don't know. 3 Kickstarters in like 3 or 4
Is a
years.
lot.
It is tough, especially coming off the back of Clash Kickstarter, when Clash is still not
Even close.
appearing to be anywhere near where we thought it was going to be. And like I know that is not anything on A Drive. He was told by the developers that it was going to be ready a lot sooner than it is looking like it's going to be. It was supposed to be ready months ago, and it's not going to be ready for another few months.
I mean, that's
nothing he can
another
do.
few months is
He was told
optimistic.
one thing, but
I mean, you say another few months,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah,
they're still
but
catching up on the current
it
card
is
pool.
just the fact that it is just a fact though that I gave a good bit of money to the Clash Kickstarter, and I don't feel like I've gotten really anywhere near my money's worth for it as of now. So it is frustrating to get another, hey, give us money. And I know it's a different project, different team, but it is still the Elestrals company asking me for more money right after I just gave them some and didn't get anything for it. Or didn't get what I thought I was going to get for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's Kickstarter fatigue, and I don't know. I thought it was funny. It's like I got the email in my inbox, and it was like another project by Elestrals, and it was like you should read that like you're excited, but I'm like, oh, another one, another Kickstarter. Like I'm in the same boat. Like I'll play it. I'm really gonna back it minimally.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I put like $200.
I'll pick up a couple things. I don't even think I'm going that far. I think I'm gonna do like the dollar tier, pick up a couple things, and be done.
Yeah,
Yeah, the problem I'm having is that like a lot of the tiers have live stream stuff. I don't want live stream stuff. When is this coming out?
it'll be delivered in April. We will already be in the next
why
format.
not just say you will get 2 of the starter decks from next set and you'll get a box of next set. Like I don't want to be getting live stream stuff 6 months from now. That feels pretty bad. I know that you're not going to tell us the name of the next set. I don't need to know the name. Just tell me you'll get some of the next set. Like,
Yeah.
I think that that's a big oversight from the team. Maybe it's just that they've got like a ton of live stream, just that they
They're
expect
still
to be
doing-
rotting on the shelves, but I don't see that being the case.
You're still getting
Like,
Daybreak too,
one of my
aren't you?
locals has sold out like a long time ago.
I think that like it's like I had this issue with the Clash Kickstarter when it went live, which was that in the Clash Kickstarter you got Daybreak. That was what you got in the Clash Kickstarter, and by the time I got the Daybreak booster boxes, we were already so deep into the Moonrise format that they were in the process of announcing Firestorm cards. I'm a set and a half behind when I'm receiving these because I backed that one at, I think, the $500 tier. And yeah, it's just this one I did the $75 tier so that I could get the digital soundtrack. Like I want to get the game. You don't get the game unless you do the $25 tier. And I was like, I'll just... And you have to do at least the $25 tier to get access. Oh, okay. You get add-on access at the $1 tier. So I did the $75 tier. That way we could have the soundtrack for our videos. And then like a digital art book is cool, I guess. But like, I'm not really that worried about it, you know? Like the tiers also don't feel that rewarding. You have to go at least to you goes from a $75 tier to a $200 tier. If you do the $200 tier, your additions, so the $1 tier, it's just a support and it lets you add stuff in. The $25 tier gives you the game. It says Elestrals RPG digital game. So for $25, you get the game itself. It's $50 extra to get the game, to get the soundtrack, a digital art book, and 5 Stellar Stardust, and an in-game Stellar Nobby and Lovato gift. But you have to go to the $200 tier before you get anything physical. This could be part of like tariff stuff. I don't know. But what you get for paying an extra $125 is 2 starter decks and 1 Founders promo pack. So I add $175 and I get 2, like, was it $10 or $15 starter decks and a $25 promo pack? And I don't know, maybe I'm reading it wrong. You know, like maybe I'm misreading something here. But
I mean, you do also get closed beta access. I don't know how valuable that is to you. After playing the Clash closed beta,
not that excited.
I'd rather just not even have access to it.
Yeah, I'd rather just wait, right?
Yeah.
Even if I did drop the 200, I would be giving the beta code to somebody else. Let me just experience it once it's ready.
So then also
I did look through. If you spend $10,000, you do get 3 live stream boxes.
Like, yeah, but like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the tiers just feel so horrifically distributed. And keep in mind, I say all of this with love, right? But like, you just, the more you go through the tiers, the more insane they feel. Like $500 tier, you get 3 Founders promo packs, 3 Spirit bundles, 4 starter decks, a booster box, and your name in the credits, and a binder. And it's like, I gotta pay. I feel like if I'm paying hundreds of dollars, my name should be in the credits. Honestly, how much extra does it take to put, really, if we're being honest here, you can put the name in the credits at the $1 tier. Like, that's not a big thing, right? That's like a guy sitting at his computer, like typing, hitting enter, typing another name, hitting enter. If that, you could probably copy and paste it. You could probably get an Excel spreadsheet of all of the names from Patreon and copy and paste, or not Patreon, from Kickstarter and copy and paste it. Like, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know what's like the cost is going into the back end. But what I do know is I was told that additional resources from the team weren't having to go into this. I was told by Dan that this was going to be a small side project that he was doing in his free time. I was told that this wasn't going to be a big deal, right? Like, it's hard for me to not be a bit frustrated when we're getting a third Kickstarter when the last one isn't delivered, and we were told that there wasn't going to be a huge emphasis on this, and that was going to be a small side project. It's frustrating. And then when it gets here, all of the tiers,
You're so right.
All of the tiers feel horribly distributed.
No other words.
I'm sorry. Listen, I love the team. I love everyone over there. I'm not going to mince my words. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to say how I feel. And I feel bad about this. I'm going to put hundreds of dollars into it to support the team and to support the project and to get the cool little Founders promo packs as add-ons. But this is kind of not great from a PR standpoint, from a deliverable standpoint, from what you're doing, like from what you're providing. It's just not great. You guys okay over there? Am I getting your giggle?
Dog, I have not understood half the words you've said.
Okay.
I'm expecting post-cut, Trevor's going to zoom in on you, and it's going to all be good, and it's going to be a good little soliloquy, and he's just going to cut out he and I laughing our asses off over here, because we got no clue what you were saying, dog.
No, I
heard sounded good.
I was getting it. It was good. I just, I couldn't keep the composure.
I'm going to expend myself. My internet's been shitting itself all night for, like, the context of the audience. My internet's been shitting itself all night. And I get to this, like, emotional high, and I peak, and my internet just gives out. And they're getting every fifth word of this ginormous rant.
It was a good rant, though.
It was a good rant. I hope it's 6.
You better. I'm just frustrated.
I will say, me personally, I am a little disappointed in some of these tiers. I see something become a named NPC. I was hoping to get in the game without paying $2,000. How cool would it be if you walk in, like, you show up, there's like a little random pink-haired NPC that plays Locagon? That'd go crazy. I don't have $2,000 to give, or what is it, $2,500? I don't have $2,500 to give you a drive.
Hey, how much you think you could sell us a Centaur for, though?
We'll see if Helen wants to buy it for $2,500. You know what? If Helen buys it for $2,500, it's all going into the Kickstarter. Pinky promise. Yeah, cut that. I'm not fucking giving them $2,500.
I just don't.
No, I would say that I'm just exhausted with the Kickstarter stuff. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like I saw the announcement, I saw the video, and I didn't even want to watch it. I was just like, it's just not for me. I think it's just not for me.
Well, it costs $0 just to watch it, Trevor. So you could at least give it a watch. But
you're right.
Yeah, I am fatigued with it. The ban list isn't what I understand the ban list. I think it would have been probably the wrong idea for them to go heavy-handed at the very beginning of the format. But that doesn't change how I feel. The ban list didn't hit exactly the way I wanted it to. The last Kickstarter hasn't hit the way I wanted it to.
I gotta just jump in.
Live stream cards are literally falling apart in my hands. Like,
I just gotta jump in here to say, why is the Divine Caster?
The game is at.
Why is the Divine Caster $9,999? If you're gonna just make it $10,000. With all of that said, the game looks very cool. I'm excited to try it.
Oh, I'm gonna be playing the game for sure.
I'll play the shit out.
Like, I'm going to get at least the $25 tier so that I can have access to the game. I assume the game's gonna be, more than $25 on release.
It's gotta be $40, right?
So you get it now in the Kickstarter. Yeah. You get it now in the Kickstarter for $25. You wait. It says estimated delivery December 2027.
2027?
So you buy it now for $25. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dude. I'm unbacking.
I mean...
I'm not even kidding. That's crazy.
I mean, I think that's reasonable.
I think they don't want to
the
overpromise.
physical stuff is going to ship in April 2026. But yeah, they have gotten burned a lot by overpromising with Clash. So I think that saying December 2027 is reasonable. I don't want them to put all the resources into this game. I want them to put resources into the card game. So, let it cook in the background, get it where you want it to be before it comes out. That's all fine. It's not going to hurt my feelings if Daniel A. Drive has my $25 in his pocket for a couple years so that I don't have to give him $15 extra when the game comes out.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fun. I'm going to play it a lot. I will say it really is not dodging the Pokemon allegations. Like, this does look a lot like a Pokemon clone. That being said, Pokemon's fun. This game's gonna be fun. We got a little bit of a bullet hell thing going on with the Penterra Awakened. If we can get more stuff like that, not necessarily all bullet hell, but like something that isn't just focused on battling Elestrals. If there's something, I'm not a big fan of the puzzles solving that's in some Pokemon games, like the little maze that you got to go through.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with that personally. But like a boss fight where you're actually fighting him, not just your Elestrals, that's cool. I want to see more of that.
I think it'll be. It does look cool for that port. I think the coolest thing about the game was at Kissimmee when people popped off. When Sansely was like, "That's my goat."
Yeah.
Helen in the background, screaming like for the Sprouter and all that. Like, that was the most hype, and that was my peak.
There's so many things that are so cool about
really
this.
It's really cool to enjoy this moment with the community because, this is a lot tighter knit of a community than something like Yu-Gi-Oh, which I think is where we all came from. I know most of the big names in the community. I'm friends with a lot of them. I know a lot of other people in the community, and I have gone out of my way to try to meet as many people in the community as I can. So when I get to see other people excited, that's really cool. And I enjoy that a lot. Too bad there's no third form of Lakagon, so we couldn't get a Jotagwa starter.
Lakagon Awakened form coming soon to an Elestrals Awakened near you. And when I say soon, I mean in 2 years.
Hey, we saw that Stellar Lakagon in the promo video.
And we saw Centaur standing over and beating his chest.
As soon as I get that card, it's going straight into the desk drawer. Nobody is ever seeing that shit. Who is the artist who did that? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
You gotta win all of them so that way there's none in circulation.
Real. I'm not letting anybody see what they did to my girl. That's crazy.
I do want to emphasize, and by the way, stretch goal for Nintendo Switch. Please, dear God, let that happen. I need this on my Switch.
God. If this is on Switch, I was telling Trevor, I will finally use my Switch. I will carry that shit around with me all over. The only thing I played on it recently is like Arceus. I think that was the most recent thing I played. And that game looks like shit.
Oh, do you remember?
The world is completely empty.
Do you remember, like, with the DS, how you had Street Pass and shit?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Sonny knows. It would be like if you had a DS and you walked by somebody with a DS, like you guys would like share each other's Miis.
It was like a 3DS thing.
Like imagine A Drive, take notes with Elestrals Awakened. If you like get the Switch release, like let's integrate some sort of thing where if you like pass by another player, you share something, right? Like you share. I don't care what it is, a resource, or maybe you give them some spirits or some stardust. I don't know.
Oh,
or you could battle. You could like battle their character that they set up, and it's like, oh, we walked past each other, we battled. I don't know.
When they announced the Stardust stuff, I did get scared thinking that this was going to be more microtransactions. That's one of my biggest complaints about Clash. I don't think we said it earlier. Monthly battle passes that completing the battle pass does not pay for the next one, and you're asking me for money every month on a game that is mostly playable and does not have anywhere near all the cards, come on, man.
I don't even know how the battle pass works. You can get it and then like play games and then be like make no progress. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
I think it's just you have to complete your weekly and monthly, like dailies and weeklies.
Yeah, but you should just get experience for playing.
That would be nice.
If only we had given them like $1 million in a Kickstarter. Maybe they could, if they had the budget from a huge Kickstarter, they could do all these things. I don't know, man.
Well, hey, I think everybody watching this video, you should be putting money into Clash. Make sure you use code HOPON.
Yes, of course, use code HOPON.
Buy as many gems as possible.
And by all means, you should probably be backing Elestrals Awakened. It's very cool. I'm not gonna unback it despite what my angry self said. I think it's very cool. I've committed my own money to it. I did the $75 tier and then I added on 3 spirit bundles and 3 promo bundles. It's very cool. I'm very excited for it. I'm just generally frustrated at some of the lack of value in the tiers and the claiming that this isn't going to be using any company resources when it clearly is. And for that matter, you've raised millions of dollars from Kickstarters in the past, and you have been running a successful card game for a year and a half now. At some point, the company will have to pay for its own projects. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude. I'll keep supporting this game any way that I can. I love this game and its community and its team. I'll reiterate that. I have good relationships with everybody that I've met on the team, as far as I'm aware. Love them to pieces. Love their commitment. Love their passion. Love the vast majority of the decisions that they make, and the ones I don't agree with. They communicate so well that I can't be upset. But like, I'm frustrated.
Yeah, I think the reason that we're frustrated is because we want to see the game succeed. We want it to do well, and it's just, you know, we're taking the blows. We're getting knocked down. We're getting back up. We're getting knocked down, and it's just like, can we just like get a break and have things go right for once? I'm sure Dan feels the same way. You know, I mean, even like. We switched to a new factory, and then like stuff is coming out. Like I have untextured Bear Boss promos, cards are coming out chipped, this and that, and it's just you just can't catch a break with the Elestrals.
I'm sure Dan is at his house, like not sleeping at night because he's working. I'm sure Dan is at his house, and not just Dan, other members of the team too. I'm sure that there's a lot of members of the staff and of this company that are like losing sleep at night, doing everything they can to make this as great as it can be. And I appreciate that deeply. I really do. Just feels bad. That's all. So. Okay.
Shoebox.
All right, we've been yapping for a long time.
Yeah, this is the longest episode we've ever done by a wide margin. We've made so much work for Trevor.
Let's end it with this. What starter are you picking?
I gotta look and see what they are.
I'm going Cryoling. You don't even know?
Yeah, Sprouter.
You don't even know?
Necruff, Sluggle, Quackle, Hydrake, Cryoling, Sundial, Fondlet.
I mean, Sundial, that's my goat, that's my horse.
That's my answer.
Fair
I'm gonna
enough.
have to shout out to my goat, Sand Sally, my goat, my horse, my Sundial. I'm a water caster. I'm a heal player. I ain't playing fucking Sluggle. You know why? Because my water Celestial is gonna be Lakagon. Actually, wait a minute. Shit, Sundial's a water too.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Delete all that. I'm playing Hydrake. I love wind. I got the top 16 Pantera. I got the. Sorry, shoebox. I got the Matt. I'm playing Hydrake, baby.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I know this was a long episode. Sorry for my rant. It was explosive. I got up. I'm back down now. We're good. We made it through. I'm excited for the future of Elestrals, the TCG. I'm excited for the future of Elestrals Clash. I'm excited for the future of Elestrals Awakened. I'm excited. There's great things happening in this game. And I am reaffirmed of that excitement every time I interact with any piece of it. It's awesome. And I love it. And I'm excited to keep going. And I'm excited for us to actually upload an episode in a reasonable time frame. So, again, check out the affiliate links in the description down below. Use code HOPON on Clash. At some point, we'll have an Elestral store link. We do have our Discord. Please join that down below. Leave us a comment telling us what you think about Elestrals Awakened. And please be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the new channel, like the video, make sure it gets, if you like it, it'll be in your algorithm when we upload more of them. Next time, we'll be sure to make sure that Julian does not upload his deck profile in the slop shop and instead uploads it on our channel. And with that said, I think that's all we got. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day, everybody.
Let's get the video to 67 likes.